Stop denying the power of others. February 8, 2016. Dear ones, many of you are feeling scattered. You are likely addressing 3D issues you thought you completed, and you are angry that these issues seem to be in your way of future development. Issues that are so yesterday, and you wish to be of today or even tomorrow. Your fear, your angst, is that these issues will never allow you to move forward. Before your transition, these issues frightened you. Now they make you angry. Why me? Why now? For the pieces arriving now seem to be as inappropriate for you as would be true if you had graduated from high school, only to learn you must repeat a first-grade reading class before attending college. Most definitely inappropriate and not conducive to your good humor. So it is you are learning to look at an old issue with new eyes, new perspectives. How much, if at all, are you willing to sacrifice to readdress an issue you have addressed many times before? And if you are not willing to readdress the issue, how do you clear it completely from your being, never to address again? That is your peace at the moment. For indeed, that peace, if you will, is the peace that is holding you in a place you never wished to be before and most certainly not now. So it is we suggest you look at that peace intently to realistically determine if you are able to do anything to shift or change that peace. Most likely, that peace involves other humans or human activities. Do the humans involved wish to change their roles? Do they wish to address their issues from a 5D perspective? If the answer is a resounding no, which more than likely will be the case, there is nothing you can do for them or that activity. You are in a different place with different perspectives and goals. Perhaps an easier way of understanding the issue would be the example of your first-grade child having difficulties learning how to count money. You could be frightened along with your child that he or she will never accomplish that skill. Or you could know with every fiber of your being that your child will indeed achieve the goal of money counting before they became much older. You have an overview of possibilities and certainties you did not have when you first encountered the fear piece you are now readdressing. It will be solved, shifted, or negated without your angst or fears. For those issues, even though they might touch your heartstrings, are not about you, but instead about the person or persons in question. You cannot learn lessons for another including taking their pain away. It is something they must do for themselves, just as was true for you. Even though you might reduce their pain in this particular issue by rescuing them in some format, such as telling your child's teacher that the counting money lesson is too difficult for any child and thereby forcing the removal of that lesson from the curriculum, that lesson will only return for them until they shift it themselves. There is no longer any rescue possible. For that is a piece of the caretaker/victim stance that you addressed months or even years ago. Trying to remove someone's pain only returns that pain to them in another format, until they address it themselves. Many of you experience the same. Perhaps you were addressing abuse issues. Until you focused and refused to participate in abusive situations involving you and/or others, the issue popped up in many formats. So it will be for those you stop to rescue. Even if you solve a particular problem for them, their issue of abuse, lack of self-worth, abandonment, and on continues until they decide to clear it. For it is their issue, not yours. You have more than enough to complete in this lifetime with your issues, and you have done so remarkably well. You are not helping your children, friends, or relatives by trying to clear their issues also. You are merely muddying their clearing phase and perpetuating their need to address the same issue in different venues. Allow them the strength to find their way, if they wish to do so. You have found yours. It is not your place, nor do you have the energy to be a mother duckling to all humanity or even one other human. You have more than enough to accomplish in this lifetime, and so you are. But stopping or slowing down to help another find their way when they are not necessarily looking, does not help them, nor does it help you. Doing so is from the 3D perspective that others are more important and valuable than you. Which, of course, is no longer part of your 5D repertoire. For you know without a doubt where you are going even though you might not have the particulars quite yet. And you are beginning to understand that others are as powerful and capable as you, they merely need to remember that they are. This they cannot do if you are constantly rescuing them to their learning and your forward movement detriment. It is time for you to let go of your need to rescue or direct others. Such is of 3D. This life is about you rescuing you, and glorying in the ability to know that you are able to do so. And that the same is true for any entity who wishes to be part of this wondrous transition. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com